Alright, we'll go back to some more Red Flood. Here last time, getting knee deep into our little tree going on over here. And as per usual, it's gonna involve lots of, lots of basic, reading and shit. So I tucked up my water as well, just in case, in case I need to. Because you never know, really. So we're gonna become socialists, but not communists over here. It's time to appeal to the mass of half-kulaks and entrepreneurs to see if they're feeling patriotic enough to back a government with our money. But of course, we need to liberalize our economy somewhat to earn their trust, which is a hard sell about the RSDP. But this whole game has never been just about Marx and his theoretical writings. Former Pillar never said that he was a communist, but really a socialist. Why can't socialism be achieved phrase after all? Slow socialism that profits for us all begins with a compromise. And that, they were on that, like the Chinese sort of model. I can't remember exactly how it was, but it's a big premier. I can't remember how it was, but that's the vibe I'm getting from that. Yeah, they're still out that. And we got force publicity doing force publicity things. Why they're doing that, but yeah. But even is I should probably read some of these. I don't think that changed for a while. Presidential Republic. Country Republic that is the executive largely beholden to decision made by the highest attainable the opposition, usually called the president. That market suckism. It's going to either realize social principle while working in favor of market economy to central management of market principles, or creation of worker cooperatives. I think we're doing the former right and the latter. Let's see, that's going down. What's going on over here? Whatever this shit is. I'm curious how that's going to be. What's it going to go? I don't really see the Democratic path very often. Anyway, some socialism in action. See how the suckism does. Andreas has arrived in Ukraine with his wife and volunteer paperwork to make up their business. Patriots not the syndicalized economy is in lack of harsh restrictions from Zerzislaw. I butchered really sorry. Finding them somewhere, some adventure that 90% of all economists have and syndicates the state or the public. And where did that leave room for an entrepreneur? Andreas said, really relief or wistfulness about the future. He unlocked the door to the office, soon to get his tools from the old shop and to make a tiny profit on furniture again. Still, the newspaper indication he wasn't the promised land yet. Pillar supposedly freeing the economy on one hand, then there was incoming taxes and the new state budget on the other. But the Ukrainians need to work, and this could be a start of a road that lead to Britain or America. But I think Andreas was happy. Well, Andreas, you need to learn. We need to learn this in training a bit, put advertisement for workers, and bring the rest of the equipment from Poland. But now the walk will be downhill. We're taking care of all the busy time bureaucracy. We can reap the fruits of my labor soon. The intense confrontation broke as the sound of the street seemed to be growing louder. I was about to open the window and examine the situation where not for the brick that came sailing through the glass unceremoniously. Hitting grabbed by the Earth's projectile, he quickly noticed his small nose strapped to it. And even the pole was written with primitive. You can make a message. Get out, bourgeois swine. Covered it up angrily and placed it on his desk. He approached the window again. He saw mob of students, farmers, sub-workers with red rags shouting something about socialism. He didn't stand a bail what they wanted for him other than to get out. Andrea spat at the crowd, which only seemed to draw jeers. Then returned to his desk, collapsed in his chair, feeling exhausted. Little promise, little pie in the sky. Yeah, there's socialism in action over here. Getting cold. A bourgeois over here working on the web over here, on the social nationalism grind set, but it is with us. First reformism in the government. What's in the government? Well, we gotta see it real quick. Rise by God is really showing you can't be and we shouldn't be. Utopian nonsensical ideas with no grounds, no place to sow. From no ground there will be no bread. Sprinkle politics too. We can't rely on German methods if we aren't Germans. Strive for more reform become as open for political and economic revision through the years. Our goal is to create a true Ukraine system with a truly Ukrainian socialism. Ocean destroys many things and leaves nothing impressive. shall see exactly how impressive ours will be. Because yeah, we got all this going on here. But I do think we got our forces all up and running once we will properly, few of them out over here. I think we'll be able to really hold our own over here. Might get a third one going on, but we shall see. We shall at least our state is exactly going how it's going to be. We're gonna about well it can be, so we're gonna see what the shit they're getting ourselves into. But yeah, we got that good shit at the very least, so yeah, that's nice. It's nice. So now let's buy sushi on the market over here. How much is art worth? About $20. So that's a joke that life only for some weird reason. No more should we like the working conditions be at odds with each other. Natural and cause our efforts is that we buy socialism in our market in which we guarantee the rights of workers. Democracy in the workplace is guaranteed, then we can say that we have achieved socialism in the means of production. While our workers in farming for others operate the same rules and enterprises, let them prosper our accordingly. This will be enough for us. We will satisfy with the human and effective economic system that suits our needs. But yeah, basically, like, yeah, as long as we got some form of communism we got going on, socialism, really, it's not good. It's all good, man. It's just a little bit different, but it is. You know how it is. Trazels up here. With that, computers up and running. 3 revolutions, doing the usual. Kind of tends to be how they do. I haven't seen the elevators, so they've been one over here a long while, so yeah. We can buy in socialism, we must do things in the name of the prisons. In fact, let's see which way to go there. Blurs the special personality of perfect leader, even balancing between being a warrior Indian with a few Russians and the canny and clever governor of the nation. You choose the president, but Blur should be known as a mentor try to be or face a stable and normal government that every government should try to emulate. One created called personality of Pelora, can show the Ukrainians fighting for Ukraine, also fight for Pelora, who turn lead in the victory. Shit. Really are delving headfirst into that cold call of personality. Bjornsson. Yes, you there yet? And then we got 2 reactionaries in it. Two of the reactionary paths from one side and the other. Let's see. Let's be getting involved in that. And Great City is there's actually no come on top of this. I don't think so. So it did come out before, right? But I don't think it's gonna be fine. I don't think it's gonna be universal constant. And I need to double check something real quick. Hold on. Alright, it's all good over in here. I can never tell exactly. But I have to make sure that my phone's off like everything. The Congo doing the Congo. The Congo with the bongos, and the National Front doing National Front. Victory, we will send the course. Let's correct some democratic errors over here by, rigging everything in our favor. It was a pattern to take down Magnitsky to come to power. From the beginning, he intended to end democracy and destroy the opposition. We can't really have the second time. This time, the USDIP will become a champion of democracy by becoming dominant by safeguard Ukraine's freedom and rule of law. Some would call democrats were only by securing the opposition that will now work against the interests of our state community and the institutions of democracy. So basically, we're kind of sort of democratic over here. We got a modicum of democracy, you know what it is. So that's some just another thing to be rid of for some assholes, Everybody's on top. Cause why dive in this? Why would you dive in this? I don't know, man. What I do know is that she's going down. Romania. Is we in the Social Republic or the Social Empire? If I'm remembering the name correctly, it's been a while since I played, so there. She's almost done with there. See, we got 300. Second Water Union. That war going over here by Malaysia. Cheers, he burns. Clicking that over here. We are now the state. And you are the few victorious with the voice of all Ukrainians. We should fight back against the force of reaction to threaten the state powers of Ukraine, sorry. Magnitsky's party worked hand in hand with a threat to democratic ball. As a threat with him as a threat to democracy, national stability. So should be Benny's lead arrested. Now we can also say about that the UK UNDO on their party. We don't have enough proof of malfeasance to treat them as the same, but we don't want to look like petty despots even though our intentions are different. We should have find ways to weaken them and gain support of the class and our cause. The USDIP should be the line of every election and allow other voices to chime in below its dominant position. It's an issue for everybody. So basically we want to get everybody over in here. We see everyone's involved in this war that's going to be, doing war-related stuff. Because that's how we do. How we do, and how we roll, and how we stroll, and how we mold. Yeah, I think so. I know, kind of varies at times. Varies at times. Look at that. So now we are the state. We become the directorate over here with the amendments of the whip. So much to restart the directorate at the official head of state, but it's too dangerous. Previous time ended the leftist schism in the conflict between every political force in our country. We won't try to establish a standard use the bureaucracy. Still, we will strengthen the position of the president and make him as head of the government. In this way, we will ensure whatever president government that Commonwealth. Pretty governments can manage and more efficiently. Without going so far as to make the appear as all party state, if the president works as a political candidate representing all Ukrainian people, he won't become a popular one or two parties. Yeah, I guess seems to be rife with authoritarianism. Yeah, seeing none of them join. That's even fair, but it is what it is. Interesting. Let's see, yeah, we got this whole. Going. Yeah, that's ball conscription. Well, I get everything going on over here for what we got planned. Let's see how the amendments on the whips are going to be. So I've gone through the right of change with politicians of our faction reviewed the draft of the new constitutional amendments to the Constitution. The office of the president was to be abolished, but this did not reassure everyone. For the director will be reinstating infinite periods that means of counteracting the chaos associated with the Libya crisis. Most of the right responsibilities were taken up by a 5-member council with the as chairman, who do it for the term in office. One of the way for politicians try to speak up, standing up from a seat, making a plea for moderation. Are we sure you want to do the sure want to be part of our constant? He immediately lost his courage when he saw the soldiers in the room talking among themselves, pointing at him. He sat down, said nothing more, and everyone else seemed to understand the message. Pillar himself sat proudly on that yes. He his opponents like an emperor to his plebeians, and why not? The only party that was content with the USDIP was the USDIP, and it was the only ones that mattered. His dominance would be secured until death. Left-wing faction of the party were pleased they never were, but true socialists were not. The freedom to implement a party program was accepted by apparent Rome's attempts like securing the inevitable and spoken in a manner that practically guaranteed his mockery of the opposition. Gentlemen, like I say, today is a historic day for our nation. Our young republic is facing many problems. Our bullet all over Eurasia still wear the Russian yoke. The spectator of continental war hangs over our head like the sword of Damocles. In such difficult times, all I can offer you are equally diverse solutions. However, I believe that together we will be able to perform miracles in the name of our nation. Thank you very much for your cooperation. As he was finishing his speech, the entire USDIP rose to applause, and the rest of the council, seeing the soldiers, started clapping timidly. Shortly into the vote was obvious for those of you. The Victoria rises again. You see, the progressives will rise again on our ship. And now we're gonna get strict guns and dictators after that. Get some of that good shit going on for us. So yeah, look at that. The reforms we have made are not enough. Our constitution is a product of compromise. For its doable and safe for the nation, we should model our constitution as the false one. He was a brave, innovative, and clever statesman. This is to be welcome applied to Ukraine. Government should be appointed by the head of state, and it should be able to introduce legislation for it or resolve it. The president should be responsible to history and history alone. How does history just see alone? I don't know. We got to turn the fortune to when you can't walk the earliest. So yeah. See, we got that going for us. What else we got going for you is the fact that the good power friendship on our side over here with the Intermayan Bros. I'll just three amigos as it were. Sorry about that. Hey, the mic by accident, as you do. As you do. We never we're still at bonuses level. It's just gonna take a long while to probably get that going. Videos. They're a perfect pink and dictatorship. The following depends over here. We're gonna get. There's some really good stuff too. We are achieved may in fact be a perfect system. United by a strong man with a strong vision who has gotten strong results. Is the USDIP corrupted, despotic? No, the USP is social democracy realized in practice. Patriotic reformist socialism that disarms and defeats threats to the system with a political sphere. In some sense, we are a dictatorship, but we are still a true democracy. The purpose is discipline and duty to the motherland with individual and economic freedom. We have achieved perfection. Yeah, we are only democratic authoritarians, really. Them, kind of, sort of. Almost on that social nationalism grind set over here, as you can see. I feel like it's still fitting regardless. Because we are very much still left. We pretty much do have favoritism to the left over in here, but not like super strong because I'm trying to get everybody involved here, so. Let's stretch. Yeah, we max out stuff over in here. We got a. When our goals going on over to there, and just gonna take a big out off here. Look at the iron guard over here towards the Great Romania. The vendors sent down. Yeah, quite impressive actually. Over here, we're gonna get ourselves a nice little new stability. Now the last one for last focus tree for us as of now. You can buy common good over here. We get some cores. We see where our lower allies on the right side of history and the right side of the barricade. United by nobility in contrast to the eastern hordes, you have only contemplated to those who want us to defeat them. And so we can't stand and look at how the Muscovite apes are arming themselves in the war against us. The only solution is preparation for offensive war of national defense. The fruits of our labor are great and they may not be the end goal themselves, but it's how to harvest them for the so-called broad. Yeah. That's all of it, man. You can see where to harvest the moon. Harvest moon in. Probably won't end the episode over here so we can, like, spend some time, booting ourselves over here while we're waiting for Carol goes on top of Russia. So that's gonna be some. In case we have a little bit of a wait over here because we not exactly have enough focuses to go beyond, but that's fine, really. That is fine. So yeah, next time we're gonna bust us over here, get our forces over here as much as we can. Get them all ready and waiting to do their thing, and so see you guys over here. So yeah, a bit of a shorter one here, that's fine. Till then, see ya.